Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Emily and I will be your guide into the wonderful world of Happy Numbers Printables. If you're a teacher or an educator, you're in for a treat. Today we'll explore how these printables can make your teaching experience not only easier, but also more effective in supplementing your students' digital learning. Quick note, this particular feature is exclusively accessible to our premium users. However, for those of you using the free version, this video could very well be the deciding factor that nudges you towards upgrading your account to the premium version. Stay tuned to discover the benefits that await you. Before we dive into the technical details, let's look at what makes Happy Numbers Printables a game changer for educators. Our printables seamlessly complement the Happy Numbers digital curriculum, providing a diverse range of worksheets to reinforce and extend learning. Our printables are robust because they cover the entire K-5 curriculum. They're trusted because the printables were created by our methodology team with a review by an instructional math coach using the best pedagogical practices. They're time-saving because our printables are standards aligned, but for ease of searching grouped by particular skills. They're differentiated because for each skill we've prepared up to 3 levels of difficulty to allow you to individualize instruction in one step. They're accessible because all printables are available in English and Spanish, and they're convenient because we created a special tool that allows you to print as many copies of each level of difficulty as needed in just a few clicks. Let's start with the basics, accessing Happy Numbers Printables. In your teacher account, go to the Printables section. Our Printables library can be filtered by 3 parameters. First is grade level. As I mentioned before, kindergarten through grade 5 is covered. You can use the slider here to choose the preferred grade. The second filter is domain. We have 9 domains: numeracy, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions non-decimal, geometry, measurement and data, time and money. If we scroll down, you can see all of the domains. Please note that the number of domains depends on the grade level you're in. For example, in kindergarten, we wouldn't have the multiplication domain. Last but not least is the skills and standards filter. In the type skill here, you can either type the preferred skill you're looking for or choose from the drop-down menu and click on the box. Now that accessing and filtering the worksheets has been covered, let me expand on a few other important characteristics. As mentioned before, we have 2 languages available, English and Spanish, and there are up to 3 levels of difficulty for each particular printable. We have easy, medium, and challenging. To keep things interesting and students excited, we've also developed some game-like materials as well. You can use these, for example, for a Fun Friday group activity. Let's look at an example. I'm going to go to the Grade 4 tab, and I'm going to type in whole number times fraction. You can see here that this cooperative symbol lets me know that this particular printable is available as a group activity. If materials require a few minutes of preparation, you're going to see a time alert. But no worries, this prep time won't be longer than 7 minutes. For example, if I go to the Grade 2 and go to the inch ruler printables, you'll see that there are 2 options. One that requires 2 minutes of prep time and one that requires 7 minutes. So the big question is when to use the printables library. Of course, I'm sure that by now you've got some ideas on how to implement this resource in your day-to-day teaching. But here are some recommendations from us. You might use all levels of difficulty to differentiate your instruction during a lesson. If you notice a student is struggling with a particular skill, you can print the easy level materials to use with them during an intervention. You can use the printables materials with cooperative icons to organize work in groups during the lessons. You can print our game-like activities to make your Fun Friday more engaging. To reinforce everything we've learned so far, I'm going to switch back to my demo account. My demo account has first grade students, and as usual, some of them are on grade level, but some of them are struggling. I'm going to use the skills report and look at the domains to see what area my students are struggling with. You can see here that I have some students that are struggling with the subtraction domain. If I click on the subtraction domain and filter to see which students need help, you can see that I have 3 students that are struggling with subtraction within 5 fluency. So I want to use the printables to help guide an intervention lesson for these students. To do that, I'm going to go to the printables. I'll go to the kindergarten grade level, and I'll type in subtraction. I'm going to go to the subtraction within 5 fluency. You'll see here that there's a printable for just that skill. There are up to 3 levels of difficulty, and I can decide how many of each copy I want to print. Once I've selected how many I want to print, I can create the PDF. For the rest of my students, I want to work on having them do an addition within fluency game. To do that, I'm going to go to the first grade level. Here I'm going to type in addition. I'm going to select addition within 20 without regrouping to find a game that the rest of my students can play on Friday. You'll see here that I have a snakes and ladders without regrouping cooperative game. When I click on it, you see that there are 2 pages to the worksheet. The first page is the instructions, and the second page is the game itself. I can select how many copies I want to print and create my PDF. I hope this was a helpful tutorial on how to work with Happy Numbers Printables. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please reach out to support@happynumbers.com. Also, if you're a premium user and you've already tried our Printables library, feel free to send us any feedback. It's greatly appreciated, and we'd love to hear from you.